During the night of Pesach, we recite the Haggadah, which is prominently featured during the Seder. There is a mitzvah of V'higadah to Levincha. As parents, we're supposed to retell the story of how we became a people. We were an oppressed nation in the land of Egypt, and we were freed. God took us out of Egypt with a mighty hand, took us through the sea to Mount Sinai, where we became a people. Very interestingly, though, we recite in the Haggadah this very bizarre statement, which is, B'chol dor v'dor chayav adam liros es atzmo ki'ilu hu yatsa miMitzrayim. In every generation, a person should view themselves as if he or she left Egypt. I think it's somewhat bizarre for us to imagine ourselves leaving Egypt if we, in fact, were never in Egypt to begin with. How can we imagine ourselves leaving a place where we had no personal experiences there? The truth of the matter is, Pesach is not just the story of the redemption of our people on a national scale, but it's a story of personal redemption as well. Mitzrayim, the word Egypt in Hebrew, comes from the word Meitzar, which means confinement. And we have all sorts of confinement in our lives. Some of us are in a state of confinement in terms of our health. Some of us are in a state of confinement in terms of the economic position that we find ourselves in. Some of us find ourselves in confinement in terms of the shalom bayis, the peace in our home. Everybody has some degree of confinement in our lives. And when we say, Min ha-meitzar karasik, I call God from my state of confinement. And God's response to us on Seder night, the night of Pesach, is, Anochi Hashem Elokecha, Asher Hotzeisicha me'eretz Mitzrayim. The first commandment of the Ten Commandments, God says, I am the Lord your God who took you, the individual, out of Egypt. Because on the night of Pesach, God not only redeemed us as a people, where we experienced national redemption, but we received personal redemption as well. And therefore we recite on Pesach night, in every single generation, a person should view himself or herself as if they are leaving your own personal state of confinement. Folks, throughout our year, we get weighed down with different stuff, or as I'm talking about today, with our state of confinement. And we have one night a year, or in the diaspora, it's 2 nights a year, where we're able to be redeemed and have this redemption. Let us go ahead and celebrate this night appropriately and have an appropriate redemption from Seder night. I wish everybody a wonderful and happy, fulfilling Pesach.